right now, Fox versus Rob is what we're going to have coming up next. If Rob RP4 can step in, I mean, not Rob, Forsaken Santiago, I'll send him a message really quickly. And in a moment, we will get an update from Cherry and Johnny is Silent, who will be moving forward to the next portion of that. Cleo, thank you, right on time with these young links. Ooh, you see what your boy did right there with it. Thank you, Empress. I got that picture. I'll take a second while we get ready to get that next match going. David Murray, Sky Hannah, thank you so much for the like right there. Forsaken Santiago, D-Mur, if I can get him to step out real quick. Let's go ahead and do some of that work. Sky with the like on it again with the doublet like. Oops, never mind. He left. All right, so Fox is we're going to get it back to back from Fox right now. We're going to go back to back on that. I'm going to do some things to make sure that I capture and save some images so that I can pop those up on stream, of course. And then we'll be back, pay some bills, and then come back. Yes, TZ did win that match, and he is continuing on. This time he is going up against Forsaken Santiago, another one of our guys who has definitely done a great job in the past. All right, as I check back into the match, it looks like Forever Santiago was up a stock, but right now they are tied up on stock, and with a fair percentage gap right now. Fox is down by about 45% or so. And actually, after that right there, Fox and the White Pimpin' since been pimping, and playing Dark Pit on the other side is Forsaken Santiago. TZ right now in kill range has got to definitely kind of watch out, but unlike the match he had just a moment ago, he does not have to worry about too many counters coming back, and it looks like Forever Santiago might not be as much of a ledge player, which may change up the game. They may need to make an adjustment on how you approach those counters, of course. Pit with a really great advantage, being able to shoot those arrows. That puts him up a stock at this point with only 42% in the range.
Hey Kevin, I'm back.
Perfect, right on time, man. So how'd your match go?
So it went well for me. I went 2-0 against Johnny Silent. He played a Palutena, which I actually got really spooked. I forgot about that. Mostly the reason is because Pac-Man versus Palutena, it's actually it's discussed to be one of his worst character matchups.
Okay.
And Johnny's pretty good, so it scared me a lot playing through. I had to be very cautious in how I approached and threw projectiles and things like that. So it was close. I'll give him that. It scared the hell out of me. And I don't get to see too many of Palutena, so like I don't have the experience really to go against. But yeah, so it looks like it's pretty close. Is this still game 1?
So no, this actually is game 1 of the second match. So David Murray actually, they had something like a mirror match. It was a another Fire Emblem character, and funny enough, they playing not Byleth, but the other young lady from Fire Emblem, and TZ actually won that one 2-0. So this is the match following that, and this is game 1 of that, where Forever Santiago just went up 1-0 in this set.
Wow.
So
But yeah, I'm surprised to see. I'm not necessarily surprised to see the Dark Pit, but I think it makes sense. Mostly because Dark Pit, he's a character that allows Santiago to be more aggressive, and I think in a matchup like where it's Marth, and Marth can already be pretty aggressive and kind of wall you out with just a sword, like you're gonna need a character that can also be as aggressive, whereas Villager might just not make the cut.
Right. All right, now it looks like we may be getting a character change coming here. So Rob and Cherry, you guys can get ready to join the lobby.
Okay.
Hey, Johnny Silent, thank you so much for joining us this week, man. Unfortunately, through the matches that we're not seeing off stream, looks like our co-host here tonight, Bobby, has helped us out in that one.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to kind of see, like, especially since it's already, I think, 1-1. Like, it'll be interesting to kind of see the two of these, like, players just compete and, like, what they kind of throw out. Although it wasn't a character switch, it was I think a color switch, a skin switch.
Yeah, it's just really a skin switch, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I know that some players do that. It's more like a mentality thing for themselves. Like, they're like, all right, it's basically a new character, because it's like, it's a whole different color, you know? But I don't know how else helps. There was an SD at the beginning of this match.
Yeah.
I think it'll, especially since it was close before, I think it's possible that it could go back to being pretty close later in this match. But we'll see. Now another thing Santiago's got to be a little careful of is, I think I mentioned this earlier, was those tippers that Marth has.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, because I've actually found that, especially if Marth has like rage, or if he has any type of like percent booster, or if like your opponent is just at like, let's say like 100 or so, like right around now, Marth might just kill you just because he hits you with a light move because of the tipper hit.
Yeah, very true.
And it's so hard to like expect too, because it's all about like if the player playing Marth is spacing it correctly, and or if like they just happen to hit it, you know. So it's almost like RNG, like it's like roll the dice, if you will, like if he gets it or not. And so we'll kind of see. Yeah, and there's the stock taken off by Fox, and like it'll be interesting to see if he's able to kind of rack up that damage, and it looks like it. Like Santiago already at 42%, and that's a kill.
Yep.
So it's now 2-1, and like just looking at this, like I think Santiago probably is starting to read into some of the habits that Fox has, and I say that mostly because there's situations, like especially now, where Santiago will like, or a lot of higher level players will do this as well, is they'll see like what you're doing, like in situations like when you're on ledge, like do you always roll, do you always do a ledge attack, or do you jump off ledge and try to get up,
or how do you recover, how do you ground recover, do you quick recover, do you air recover?
Yes. And they kind of just, they know what's going to happen, or they start to like keep it in the back of their mind that, hey, this guy likes to do this a lot or that a lot, and then they know how to punish it based off of that, because like if he does this at that moment, I know I can hit him with this move like after the fact. And Santiago is definitely a player who's capable of that. I think in the match I played against him earlier, that's definitely what costed me the 2 games I played against him, was that I was throwing out things that were very unsafe, on my part, and he knew exactly what to do in that situation. And that's kind of another sign that you're improving if you're curious and like that, like didn't even lose a stock, and after the first one he still had a 2-stock situation and he wins.
Yep. And so at this moment we are moving forward in the tournament, and with that, Forsaken Santiago goes up 2-0 and moves forward into losers round 5.